Oh, Lord have mercy, dog. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, that Gordon Hayward stuff, bro. Bruh, you talk about an unfortunate situation, man, bro. That's why, like, when it comes to, like, the NBA Finals, bro, winning championship, I always tell people, bro, like, the injury gods always determine, the injury gods always have a play in who gonna win the championship, bro, because, you know, all it takes is one play, bro. Y'all always one injury away from not winning a championship and being a team that probably won't even make the playoffs. I ain't gonna say the Boston Celtics ain't gonna make the playoffs, because I'm sure they will, but that's all it takes, bro. Everybody's one injury away. And just like that, man, the Boston Celtics' chances are pretty much next to none, because a fractured ankle, fractured fibula, tibula, wherever they said it was, bruh. I don't know the recovery time on that, but anything dealing with a fracture always requires surgery, as far as I know. Anything dealing with a fracture is always a very lengthy recovering process, bro. So prayers up to Gordon Hayward, man. I said my prayer last night for him, man. That's just unfortunate. Nobody wants to see that, bro. And to see, I mean, it lets you know the severity of it when you see the Cleveland bench, bro, just literally running away from Gordon Hayward's ankle, bro. Because I'm just at the crib, bro, just watching the game, and I see Kyrie throw Gordon the oop, and you know, I don't think nothing of it, but then I hear the announcer say, Gordon Hayward, I'm hearing something, and I pay attention a little bit. They say Gordon Hayward's broken his ankle, you know, just all this bull, and I'm looking, I'm just like, and then when I see that ankle, bro, I had to grab my nuts. But seeing that just made me cringe. It made me hurt, bro. So, you know, prayers up to Gordon Hayward, man, speedy recovery. But oh my God, it reminded me of the Paul George. Oh no, man, I can't watch stuff like that with the Gordon Hayward, Paul George, Nick Chubb. Like, bro, I cannot watch that stuff, but that's unbearable, bro. Like, y'all I got big eyes, right? But these big eyes don't need to be seeing no kind of gory stuff like that, man. I'm not watching no injuries. I'm not watching no bones popping out your skin, and I'm not watching The Walking Dead. Oh man, bro, it was making my head hurt, bro. Oh, that's gruesome, bro. That's nasty. And one more thing that people need to take into account with this whole injury situation is, who's to say if this dude is ever going to be the same player again? You know, I know Paul George came back, and Paul George is still the same player, pretty much. You know, people come back. Russell Westbrook, he came back. He's the same player. You know, it's possible for people to come back and be the same player, but it's more examples of people not being the same player. Like Danny Granger. I remember Danny Granger was on the verge of being a very talented, very great player, man. And he tore his ACL, and he was never the same, man. I remember Sean Livingston coming out of high school, man. They had high hopes for Sean Livingston, bro. And I remember, like, his first season or second season, he ended up dislocating his kneecap, and he been a bench player ever since. You know, a great bench player in his role in Golden State. I'll say that as well. Who else, man? I'm telling you, man, guys ain't always gonna be the same. Y'all know Brandon Roy can never get right, man. So shout out Brandon Roy, because he was a great talent at the NBA level. Greg Oden. Like, a lot of guys never are the same after these injuries, man. So only thing you can hope for is that this dude come back the same player, bro, because that was nasty. That was nasty. I just thank God I ain't never had nothing like that. I played sports growing up. I played basketball pretty much all my life, bro. I just thank God I ain't never had no injury like that, man. Because I done had injuries. Everybody get hurt. You play long enough, you don't get hurt, bro. But an injury of that capacity, bro, on the first game of the season, man, it's just like, bro, like, what can you do? Injury gods always play a role in who wins the championship every year, bro. 2015, if Kyrie and Kevin Love never get hurt, man, a lot of people say Cavs win that championship, and I believe so as well, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta stay prayed up out here, man. You gotta stay prayed up. But yeah, man, get well, Gordon Hayward, bro. Guys, kings and queens, man. Y'all remember to love somebody and hug somebody. Y'all know we here today. Y'all know we gone today. You're always one injury away. Be humble, basketball fans. Be humble about every victory that y'all get. Every championship that y'all get, because it could be your last for a very long time. But anyway, I'm out, man.